What's up, everybody? Welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live, the Super Cool Nerd Show. Thank you for joining us out there in the Super Cool Nerd Nation for another week of news, nerdetry, fun, and also bow, 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 bow. It's Pimp Daddy Destros. I'm so happy that I've gotten this ridiculous action figure. Thank you to everyone that made this possible. Oh, I'm so happy about this. Anyway, thank you guys. I am Jason the X. My buddy over here, that's Cora.
Hello.
So it's just the two of us this week. It's we got people traveling, people got family in town, just us. But you know what? We can still do this. We did this. We've been here. We're old school. We are the creme de la creme of the OG.
We the OG. OG.
Don't you stop that right now. No. I will come over to your house.
No, you won't. Social distancing.
No, I guess we can get into it. So, yeah, I'm quarantined for 14 days because one of my children came in contact with somebody with COVID. This is lovely. So it's not just him. It's going to be pretty much all of us. Gotta love it. So yeah, thank you. I hate this effing virus and I really want to go out and do things again. Do you notice how many of your friends are like posting old pictures of when they did stuff? Like,
yes,
remember when we did stuff?
Instagram and Facebook like to send me messages. Hey, remember when you did this last year? I'm like, yes, please stop reminding me.
I'm seeing current friends posting old pictures, like repost. I'm like, yes, when life was normal. It's.
I actually had a discussion with a fairly new group of friends that I joined. And we were all talking about how much we missed cosplay, and I just kind of sat there and stared off into space like, man, I really miss going to cons and being super tired at 3 a.m., but just still wearing my costume and wandering the floor, because what else am I going to do? Sleep?
I had a dream that we were at some con, a larger one. I think it may have been like one of the Dallas Comic Cons. And like I was in the dealer room, my home. And I kept finding things that I liked and was like, oh, wow, I've been looking for that. And was getting good deals. And I woke up mad as hell. Oh, I was so damn mad. I didn't even want to go through the rest of the day. I just wanted to no, I'm not even getting out of bed. That was just unfair.
Thanks, brain.
It's like one of those where I bought so much stuff. I was like, how am I going to explain this one to my wife? Or how am I going to sneak this stuff into the house? And then I just, I woke up so damn mad. Like put whiskey in your coffee mad because you just need to get through this damn day.
God, I feel that.
I miss stuff, man. Anyway. Hopefully, we get a vaccine at some point. I don't know. Anyway.
Anything.
So what have you been doing with your week? And what are you anticipating? As much as we can do,
Yeah. Well, I've been playing a lot of Stardew Valley again because Stardew Valley is it's definitely a game to play when you need to calm yourself down because the music is really relaxing and the game itself is monotonous enough that it's just soothing. Also, there should be an update coming fairly soon for it. Again, it looks like it's going to be another big one. So I'm trying to get my farm up to snuff and get money so I can actually do things and not scramble.
I tell you, that Ghost of Tsushima game that I enjoyed so much that I literally did 100% of everything I could do. They released their update that we were talking about on the show, where it's the co-op multiplayer. And you have 4 different classes to choose from. This is a whole other game. And it's in a good way, I'm sure. It's very good. I really like the archer on there. And I'm trying to max out an archer. But I must say that the community on there is very good.
Good.
The people that I've teamed with, I've become they've added me to friends list. That's how good it is. So if you bought Ghost of Tsushima, seriously, go get this update. It's a big one, but man, it's almost like getting a whole other game free.
It's a free update?
It's a free DLC. Did I not mention that? I'm sorry. Yes, this is free DLC, and it is so good, and just feels like a completely other game. I can't believe I would have paid for this. I mean, I say that after I got it for free, but
The sentiment is there. If they had
yeah.
offered it as a paid DLC, you would have gladly paid for it and been satisfied with it.
Easily. So yeah, that, and I'm looking forward to The Mandalorian premiering tomorrow. All the new shows are coming back, and we're going to talk about some of those shows tonight that have wrapped, and we can possibly anticipate. You know, I'm still waiting for Black Widow and Wonder Woman.
Maybe one day. Maybe.
Look, when, man. I know. We cannot have nice things right now. So anyway,
Nope.
Let's go ahead and start this thing off with some super cool nerd news. So we're gonna start out with a little heavy because it was breaking a couple of months ago that there were some very alarming accusations from Ray Fisher from the set of Justice League with some of the treatment from some of the higher ups and especially some criticism of Josh Whedon himself. Well, recently Ray Fisher did an interview with Forbes and he went into even greater detail, and I got to tell you, it is not going to get any better from here on. So,
Oh no.
besides, he did pull back on some of his statements earlier that he made on Twitter, but it doesn't matter because this is even worse. I'm just going to read a couple of quotes from him. I encourage you to read the whole interview from Forbes. But first of all, they were fooled. The cast was fooled into saying that Zack Snyder, once he stepped away, that he had handpicked Josh Whedon and he had the receipts on this. They sent them emails to make sure that when they went to San Diego Comic-Con to say that Zack Snyder personally said that Josh Whedon needs to take over. It was completely untrue. As he said, you got to understand, Zack stepped away to be with his family, and we wanted to give him space to do that. He and I didn't speak for a year after he left. Let me see. Basically, for one thing, the cast and crew were told that Zack had handpicked Josh to finish the film for him. I didn't find out until after the reshoots were complete that was a complete lie. I heard whispers and rumblings of things being off behind the scenes, but nothing concrete until much later. They had us go to San Diego Comic-Con in 2017 and say this, and that Josh was a great guy. I still have the email with those talking points. So here's where the finger pointing comes in. Josh Whedon's on-set treatment of the cast and crew of Justice League was gross, abusive, unprofessional, and completely unacceptable. He was enabled in many ways by Jeff Johns and John Berg. You've got to understand... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Prior to the reshoots, also, blatantly racist conversations were had and entertained on multiple occasions by former and current top-level executives at Warner Brothers Pictures. Decision makers that participated in those racist conversations were Jeff Johns, John Berg, and current Warner Brothers Pictures Group chairman Toby Emmerich. Emmerich, Berg, and Johns have not replied to any of this, but a lot of what was going on were these guys trying to prevent themselves from being fired from AT&T's merger with Time Warner. I plan on getting much more specific about each of these guys after the investigation is over. This is an abridged version. Also, allegations of whitewashing. Roles of Ryan Choi, which was played by Xing Kai, was cut completely from the movie. Joe Morton, who played his father in the movie, his roles were cut down and reshot. Zack Snyder included a diverse cast of characters. Many of them had those roles significantly altered or disappeared completely from the film. Karen Bryson, who is Cyborg's mother, her role is completely cut. Kersey Clemens, who played Iris West, completely cut out of the movie. All of them are planning to appear in the next Snyder cut of the film, but there are just so many damning accusations from this. I don't know where. It's almost like, are they shooting Mad Men or are they shooting Justice League? The Justice League currently has a very wide has a diverse array of characters. This is completely crazy what I'm reading here.
That
I can't believe this actually happened in 2019, or 2018, whenever they were shooting the movie. Dude, what the hell?
I'm at a loss for words. Like,
it was already bad. It was all,
Yeah.
The accusations were already bad. So, how can we, well, hang on, hold my beer. I'm about to make it worse.
like,
There is, and look, none of the people that have had these accusations put on them have made any comment whatsoever. So,
and
that's
when did
kind
this
of
article
damning.
come out? When did the article come out?
This article, let's see. I think this came out today, actually. You can read that over at Forbes. Yeah, October 29th it came out. At
Okay.
1:04 p.m. this afternoon.
All right. Then not saying anything makes a little bit of sense because they usually wait about 24 hours before they give a response. But it's still not a good look, of this.
This is... I have no words. I mean, I understood that something went down, and I was expecting it to be bad, but this just went way far. I don't think Ray Fisher would make. You can't make this up, honestly.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it sounds fake, but there's no way you could fake. Like, it's one of those, like, you could probably fake this, but reality is always stranger than fiction kind of thing.
And he is naming names, and I feel betrayed by Jeff Johns because I was a big fan of his. But if Jeff Johns participated in half of what they're accusing here,
yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't know. Patty Jenkins wouldn't have this happen on Wonder Woman.
no.
She's over there making Wonder Woman like, we're good over here. I don't know what the hell they're doing over there. Anyway, very disturbing. And it, as a guy who was not ready for that, didn't really want that Snyder cut, I'll take it now.
Now you want it.
Oh, I fully support it now. Like, I am full on supporting. I've completely 180'd on this one. Because I'm not drinking.
You scared the living daylights out of me, boy.
The flask was empty. Anyway. So yeah. Stay tuned because he says he has more. And wow, dude. I got nothing. Can you give me a palate cleanser movie topic to clear that one up, please?
Well, I don't have a movie, but will you accept an anime?
I'll accept an anime. They're movies.
Excellent. Oh, you got a point. Just over courses of many, many episodes. All right, so all of us, I say all of us, yeah, I'm going to stick with that. All of us, in some way, shape, or form, are familiar with the manga and anime studio Clamp. If that name is not ringing a bell, allow me to name to you some of their most popular series, that being Cardcaptor Sakura, Chobits, Tsubasa, Triple X Holic, X 1999. Like, those are the ones they're most known for. And, oh, I can't forget Tokyo Babylon. Yes, I pulled this off my shelf just to do that. Don't judge me. But it's no stranger it's not a surprise I'm a fan of the manga. And I was actually a pretty decent fan of the anime when I found it. It originally came out in like 92, 94. And that was that. But we were informed this week that we will be getting a new Tokyo Babylon anime. We don't have much information on it right now. There is a trailer on YouTube right now for it, but it will be called Tokyo Babylon 2021. I'm curious to see where this goes because we did have like a revival for Cardcaptor Sakura where it was a continuation of the story. So instead of them being in middle school, I think it was like they were just entering high school and kind of that was the story. With Tokyo Babylon, it is technically a prequel to the X movie and X 1999. So them messing with stuff in this means that they probably have to mess with some stuff in 1990 in the X 1999 series, which has me a little nervous because I don't remember if they finished that one completely. I know they never finished Triple X Holic or Subasa Clamp. Maybe you should finish your previous stories before writing a new one, Clamp. I'm gonna throw that salt out there real quick. But despite all that, I am excited. Because, I mean, it's very pretty. You look skeptical.
I'm looking at the picture. I like the art.
Yes, that is the main character, Subaru. He is a medium in the
Subaru?
city. Yes.
Like
Yes.
the car. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
He lives in the city with his twin sister. They both have psychic abilities to a point, but he's like the next in line to be like the like main exorcist for this family. It's very interesting. If you ever want to borrow this, I'll send it by carrier pigeon so you can read it.
Cool. We'll get some Lysol around. We'll spray some Lysol, let us out in the sun for a little bit, and get that going.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect. If y'all want to check it out, recommend it. It's not too bad. The artwork in it's gorgeous. I mean, it's Clamp. If y'all remember the artwork for Cardcaptor Sakura, just use that as your base and you're good. His sister's the best. I'm just saying.
I'll have to check it out. Well, I do have some other shared news. These are going to be kind of quick hits, but some movies that have recently wrapped production. So the main one I'm looking at here, I'm trying to get to my screen because after all my stuff. But they have finally wrapped filming on Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I selected the wrong picture. So we are now into post-production for that. So yeah, we'll have something more on Disney Plus along with the upcoming WandaVision series. But another one that they did wrap that I kind of spoiled, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Actor Simu Liu has officially put out the word. They are done, so they move into post-production now. I'm excited for this one. More diverse characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And, I mean, they actually got a guy that could do some actual martial arts, so I'm very happy about that.
Ooh.
You need to go check out some pictures of him. I think you might like him. But the other one that wrapped here recently was Tom Holland's Uncharted. There's an image of him as Nathan Drake. They have, Sony has officially put out the wrap on that, and Tom Holland has reported to Georgia because it is time to film Spider-Man 3. So just a couple of things that are wrapped and we're looking forward to. Tom Holland he's great. I'm glad that we're gonna have him. He's so young. We're gonna have him around for quite some time.
Oh, absolutely. I also like that he is getting other work that's not necessarily like cheesy superhero stuff. Like he hasn't been typecast yet.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do great in Uncharted. But the one I'm really excited for is Falcon and Winter Soldier, because if you liked Bucky and Sam during their interactions in Civil War, then we got how much of that? Maybe like 10 minutes worth in the movie?
Yeah.
Total. Can you move your seat up? No. The I hate you line.
Oh yeah.
I want this.
It's going to be really interesting to see how the friendship grows between them, because it's not going to stay that hostile animosity forever.
Oh no.
It's gonna grow into a friendship, and it's going to be good to see that happen over time, over the course of several episodes, instead of it being like thrust upon us in a movie kind of thing where they have to rush it. They can take time
of them, and I'm eager for more. So yeah, bring it on. No word. We do know that both of those are possibly pushed back from their premieres, which we just got to be understanding. So it's gonna happen. But I'm so excited. But what was I saying? The other one? That was all I had. So yeah. You want to get the next one? What you got next?
All right, I have some quick news about Thus Spoke Kishibe Rohan, which was the series we talked about last week, where it is a live-action adaptation of several of the shorts that were written specifically about Kishibe Rohan's adventures from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Netflix is actually going to be streaming that series for us in the United States and like the West in general in spring of 2021. So it'll be shown in Japan on Japanese television over the course of several days after Christmas, and then by spring we will get it over here. Which, again, this is a live-action adaptation. Takehiro Sakurai will be playing Rohan. I'm really excited. The fact that it's going to be on Netflix has me more excited, which means I can actually watch it legally and support the video.
I'm sorry, which image am I looking for in this one? I'm sorry, you've said something totally different.
The purple with the paintbrushes.
Oh, okay. I'll put the wrong thing down. Sorry. There it is.
How dare you?
I know. I'm terrible.
Yeah. Thus Spoke Kishibe Rohan will be airing in Japan and towards the end of December. And then us over here in the United States will get to stream it in spring.
So many good things coming. I heard they're doing a Resident Evil series on Netflix, but I refuse to get excited about that. Not yet.
When I get more info, it's one of those like skeptical. I saw those movies.
Okay. Oh God. Oh no. And he's making a Monster Hunter series. God.
Wait, are there? No.
Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't realize that Wes Anderson, the guy that made the Resident Evil series, is making Monster Hunter? That's why Mia Jovovich is in it. That's his wife. Damn.
God,
Look,
I'm so upset. I'm
I
so
know
depressed.
that Monster Hunter is probably not going to be good. And I mean, I've looked at the monsters. I like those monsters. Get you a blanket. It's cold in Texas now.
Oh no, I'm just gonna hide because if I hide, then the bad movies can't get me.
I'm still gonna go watch that, and I know what I'm getting into, and that's even worse. But you know, it is what it is. I'm still gonna watch it. Okay, I have another one, an exciting one. This is a good one. Get your head out of that cover.
Sorry, I forgot that my blanket was glow in the dark.
I do have to say this. Multiple sources have also not disputed. They have not confirmed this, but the word on the street is that Oscar Isaac, Poe Dameron himself, will be playing the Marvel character Moon Knight.
Oh now, my God, please.
We have not made a secret around here that we are excited for this character to come to the MCU. Also, to all you people that shared all those phony panels of Moon Knight calling Dracula a nerd, thank you. Anyway, but yes, the word on the street is Oscar Isaac has agreed to play the titular character, Mark Spector, a.k.a. the Moon Knight, in film and a Disney Plus series. Now, Oscar Isaac can play crazy. I am here for this. I do have to because I kept trying to confirm this one. I could not get it confirmed. Everyone has said he was in talks. People have said he signed on. So I'm giving you what I've been able to find. But I'm crossing my fingers and toes that I want this. Like we had heard Keanu Reeves. Honestly, it was like, no, not Keanu.
I could do Keanu.
Sorry,
it doesn't.
Was that a Freudian slip? I'm sorry.
I mean, in both senses.
Said it. Anyway,
you know what? I'm not going to take it back. I stand by that.
But
Call
I mean,
me
we
Keanu.
got a poster over here on our wall of Moon Knight, and I totally could see it. Oscar Isaac playing a split personality character. Yeah. The only other person who I could have seen, but I think it would have been typecast, was the guy that actually played in Split. He was Professor X.
Yeah.
I can see that just because we've seen him play crazy in multiple characters. But Oscar Isaac, absolutely, man.
Please.
So we can't confirm it. But I'm still going to talk about it because I want it to happen. Maybe they put the word out to see, what is the buzz on Oscar Isaac becoming that character. So, and y'all should know. It's pretty damn good. So keep your eyes open. What, you going to say something?
Oh, no. My mouth is just hanging open because I can't breathe because allergies.
Well, yeah, understandable. Tis the season. Please don't kill us thinking we have the COVID. But James McAvoy. I'm sorry, I didn't. I did. I never said James McAvoy. I said all that anyway. But I think it'll be typecast because he has played crazy.
Yeah.
And also he was Professor X. We have enough people crossing back over into the MCU playing other characters now. We can diversify this out. But yeah, I totally want this, and I know Kat and Cass aren't here, but I know they would agree with us on this one. So.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll keep our eyes open to wait till this gets confirmed. But if this is true, awesome. So, anyway,
you will see all of us lose our collective minds.
I mean, the guy can do it. He has played a lot of different roles. He can do it. That's all I got to say. All right, you want to hit us with the next one?
Sure.
We're burning through stories quickly just because it's the two of us. But
I know.
We'll pad for time.
Yeah, it'll be fine. All right. So, back a while ago, a manga was released that like people were talking about it everywhere, called Way of the House Husband.
Oh, jeez.
And we're talking about it. We're gonna talk about it.
Go for it.
And it did spark a live-action miniseries, which was also really popular. But it will be coming to Netflix in 2021 as an anime. For those who are unaware, The Way of the House Husband follows the retired Yakuza member known as Immortal Tatsu, who is living out his post-crime career as a house husband. He still manages to find his way into trouble from time to time, except it's in the grocery aisle instead of in some back alley. And that's like your synopsis for the show, or for the anime and everything like that. It is going to be... For Tatsu, we do have him confirmed as Kenjiro Suda, who did play him and direct the live-action promotional video for the manga last December. So he's already got some cred as Tatsu, and he's going to be playing Tatsu in the show as well. I'm really excited for this because,
do we have a date for this?
All we know is 2021.
Of course. Now
it was. Go on.
Oh, I was just gonna tell the audience because I know nothing about the show, but while we're in here doing show prep, and she's informing me, my wife just comes in the room. She's like, "Are y'all talking about The Way of the House Husband?" I'm like, "What the hell?" And my wife is very picky and choosy on her anime that she watches, so I'm already like, "Okay, this one's gonna be interesting." So yeah, I'm kind of excited for it now.
Well, like, to explain, one of my favorite, like, the first thing I ever saw from it was this really scary looking guy in the kitchen, and you just see him, like, there's a shot of him with a knife, and then it cuts to what he's doing with it, and he's making this cute bento box with, like, little, like, birds and stuff, like the rice balls are little chicks and stuff, and he's got it all laid out nice and pretty, and he's taking pictures for, like, Instagram and stuff, and then his wife runs out of the house because she's late for work, and he panics because he's like, oh no, she forgot her lunch. So he ties it up all nice and cute and pretty, like, you know, on the little scarf, and he puts it on the back of his bicycle and starts pedaling to her work to bring her lunch.
I mean, the guy looks like he's about to kill you for attempting to take his food. I'm just saying that right now. I brought the image back up because he doesn't look like big, but he looks like I will kill you.
Right,
like
and that's what makes
something to offend him.
And that's what makes it so funny because he has that exterior, but he's also like genuinely a nice guy. Like he's genuinely a sweet guy,
but will still murder you at some point.
I mean, he knows how to.
Oh, okay. He was in the Yakuza.
He knows how. Yeah, he was in the Yakuza. He could get rid of you without any issues. But it never resorts to that. Like, there's always something that happens, and it's like, oh, well, that can't be the Immortal Tatsu. I mean, look at him. He's wearing a dog apron.
Okay, I'm legitimately interested in this one. So, what platforms can I watch this one on right now? Like, is it just a manga right now, or?
It is a manga and has a live-action miniseries.
Okay.
You may be able... I'm not 100% on where you can find the miniseries. Give me just a second.
Don't worry. No, I got ways and means. I will find it.
Fair enough.
I'm interested in this one, though.
It is published by Viz Media, if that helps. So I'm sure if they have... I think they have an app. If you have the Viz app, I think you can... I don't. I don't know. I'm out of touch with Viz.
I do want to find it, so I will
Yeah.
find it as soon as possible because I've got time and other things I want to watch. But anyway, let me continue on. Let's see what I got. I'm sorry. Was there something else that you had to the house husband? I'm sorry.
Oh no, other than just I just really love it.
I'm damn interested. You will probably know the exact moment I start watching it because I'm probably going to message you on the episode 1 or something. So you'll see.
Oh yeah. Well, the anime again will only be streaming in 2021.
Oh, I'm going to find a live action series.
Oh yeah. I would look up the promo for it because then you'll also get to see who the actor is that's going to be playing.
Okay. YouTube is wide and vast. We're on it, so I'll find it. All right, let's see. What else did I have? Okay. This is some interesting news on the Power Rangers front. So, recently, let me get my notes here. I had them up here. So, Power Rangers has been kind of having a resurgence in, of course, toys. The comic book from Boom Studios is doing super well right now. And even the series is doing well on TV. Well, there's now talk again of doing a live action series. Of course, they did have the Power Rangers movie in 2017, I think that came out, which I still contend was a great movie. I did like it. But they hired this guy basically when it was part of the other studio to do another live action movie. Well, they're going further now. They're not even going to reboot just the movie. They're going to reboot the Power Rangers universe, which, to an extent, the comics have been doing. Because let's face it, most of the Power Rangers series, and even Super Sentai series, they kind of happen within a time frame, and then they move on to another team. And they may come back at some point in the future, or cross paths or whatever. But the comics have been seeing more and more of these teams like interacting with each other, maybe moving off on their own adventures and everything. Now, the gentleman's name is Brian Edward Hill. He was the one, he was hired to rewrite the movie when it was still at Paramount. Nothing came of that. He has also previously worked on Titans and Ash vs. Evil Dead. And he has a lot of experience with writing comic books as well, working on Batman and the Outsiders and Killmonger with Marvel here most recently. He also wrote some of the Detective Comics. So what they're planning on doing is making a movie that is also within the universe of the television shows, something they haven't done. Kind of like everybody wants to do a shared universe. So this is actually pretty groundbreaking, I gotta admit, because I've been following Power Rangers Super Sentai pretty much all my life. And for them to do... Now, like I said, Super Sentai shows will sometimes acknowledge that other teams exist, but Power Rangers really don't do that. They don't really refer to those actors anymore.
I think the biggest one I remember, at least from what you've told me, I don't remember the series it was, but it's the one where you could like have like the keys.
Oh, that was Gokaiger.
Yeah,
and
Gokaiger.
That was the best one where they did kind of bring the universes together and acknowledge that they all existed. Something that, like I said, the American side hasn't done. And actually, I will give some criticism to Saban for how they kind of throw these actors away after they're done with them.
Yeah.
So this is exciting news. They're talking about, and this is a 30-year-old franchise, and now you're going to reboot it. And I think they're still going to maintain the core of what we know, but while trying to link all of them together, which honestly, and even with the recent episode of Beast Morphers, the current Power Ranger series, they brought back the original Red Ranger, Jason. Yay! Because, Jason. And they brought back all the Dino Rangers, and it was really good, but it was also something they did. They already had done something like that in Super Sentai. So look for big news from Power Rangers as they're going to be linking all these universes. And if you like comic books, honestly, go read some of the Boom Studio stuff. I've gotten a couple of their trade paperbacks just to catch up. This is great writing, great artwork, and they're making new stories in a universe that's kind of already existed in past, and I enjoy it. So it's gonna be cool. Do Omega from the chat from Spaceman Spiral. Do Omega Rangers, you bastards. Real quickly, Do you remember, like, at some point in Power Rangers where they changed the black, yellow, and red Rangers because of contractual disputes?
Yes.
And they changed it to the other three Rangers. Well, in the comics, they actually took on those. They took those three Rangers and continued them. They're now the Omega Rangers.
Oh my god!
Comics. Yes, they started up their own new team, their own team somewhere in another dimension. It's great. Because I was wondering. Look, I love Rocky, all those actors that came in. I love those guys.
Yeah.
But I did hate in my heart how the other three actors were done, because they were done dirty. But they found a way to make it work, and I gotta say, Boom Studios is building bridges over here, man. Even some of the actors are like, "Oh, look, I'm in a comic book now." So
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Karen Ashley, who played Aisha, she found her original suit from the movie for sale on an auction, and she wants it. She wants her movie suit. So if anybody has some deep pockets to buy Karen Ashley's yellow bear suit from the Power Rangers movie, hook her up, please. She deserves it.
How much is it at? Or do you know?
I don't know. I don't like to look at prices on things like that.
That's a good point.
Because my mind will start doing math. Very, very bad math. Do I want an original suit? And not a lot of those suits held up over time, but I'd still want it and just sit in the corner.
I mean, I wanted to be Aisha when I was a kid. Like, the Yellow Ranger.
Yeah.
That, like, it was one of those, like, I don't know when I was a kid, if I had a crush on her and Billy, or if I just wanted to be Aisha, like, in general.
I mean, I can understand you wanting to be Aisha. Aisha was awesome.
Yeah. I do remember getting really upset that for Halloween that I had to be the Pink Ranger because they didn't have a Yellow Ranger costume. I do remember that. I was very upset that Halloween.
Yellow never gets love. I don't know why. It's always pink. But anyway, okay. You got the next one. I finished gushing about Power Rangers, which I tend to do.
You do, and you know what? That's okay. We still love you.
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay.
What you
Good
got?
to see that you're so humble.
I know. It's a blessing.
All right. Well, speaking of blessings, there is a Chinese donghua that will be coming to Funimation. That's right.
Ooh.
Billy Studio and Funimation are going to be partnering to bring Heaven Official's Blessing to the Western audience. It will begin simul-streaming, I believe, tomorrow. So, like I'm really excited. I can't put into words how excited I am. The author for the original story is the same author for Modazushi, which I'm sure you all, if y'all watch the anime review shows, know that I'm quite fond of. And this one, I like it a little bit more. I think the writing is a bit more solid in it. But, like, also the character designs are a lot prettier, as you
I love this art.
As you can see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That is the artwork for the manga for it. And all of it's like that.
Mm.
It is genuinely great to read. Even if you don't like the story, you can read it for the art in it, and it's great. But just double checking my info here. They released a trailer back on July 18th. So if you want to see what it's all about and see the animation, I highly recommend going to watch it.
Man,
It's also
I would have pulled it.
I didn't think about it.
That's cool. I know video is something that's still relatively new to us in our capabilities. So
yeah, but it's going to be an 11 episode series, so it's not going to be too long, which I'm okay with. I was really hoping for more, but I'll deal. But to give a little synopsis for the show, if this screen will stop moving. Are we good? Okay. Heaven Official's Blessing tells the story of former Crown Prince Xie Lian, who, after 800 years of cultivation, a practice to attain eternal life, supernatural powers, and incredible levels of strength, finally ascends to heaven. However, he is soon banished back to the mortal realm due to an unfortunate string of incidents. He then returns to San Lang, the Ghost King, who later becomes Xie's loyal follower. An extraordinary adventure starts as they learn the truth about the gods in heaven.
I'm interested. I'm always wanting something new to watch.
Yep, and to be honest, I think that the anime world is really sleeping on donghuas, which are the Chinese animes, because they're putting out some quality stuff recently. Like they've actually been putting out quality stuff for a while.
And if anybody on the channel was wanting to see something, go check out Cora and Nate's review of that anime that you guys reviewed on Anime TV.
Yeah, Modao Zushi.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that one, like, both stories, I will go ahead and say, are canon gay. However, in Heaven Official's Blessing, it's a lot less, like, it's a lot more subtle to a point. Mm-hmm. It's never out, so there's that. I feel like I need to point that out before someone, like, yells at me for recommending gay shit to them.
Oh, you tricked me.
But with both of these, I like, from some of the stuff I've seen, this isn't as good as they get. They get better. Like, there is some genuine good stuff out there. I can't remember the name of this one, but my coworker actually recommended it to me. It's kind of like an isekai where it's like a guy falls into another world, but it's a little different. And the animation for that was absolutely gorgeous. They've been putting out a lot of quality animation with movies based on their culture, which is also just fantastic because we don't get to see a lot of that as a Western audience. It's like, if y'all are getting if anime is getting stale for you, I highly recommend going and checking out some of these Chinese animes to spice things up. Yeah, change of pace. It's the same style. It's still anime, so it still has those same story beats, but there's differences to it. Like especially with Modao Zushi, you had the fight sequences, which were beautiful. You had the fight music, which was had a lot more flutes to it than it did like some of the more modern stuff that's in Japan. Like, you still had, stereotypes and like expressions and things like that, but it's different. And it's always good to give new things a try. If you like hole up with like, well, I'm not going to watch it because it's not real anime, you're limiting yourself to a whole new market. And that's my rant for today. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I really could. I could do a TED Talk about watching Chinese anime at this point.
I'm about to. I'm on the story, and I gotta say, damn you, 2020, because we ain't done yet apparently. So,
oh no
is right, because I have my own theories, my own scientific studies that I've done. So basically, there is a small planet just running through the universe. It is a tiny rogue planet, and this comes from space.com. It is apparently cruises through our Milky Way galaxy unattached to a star. The potential exoplanet has a mass that's somewhere between that of Earth and Mars. It's about just 10% as hefty as our world. Scientists have said if this is confirmed, the discovery will be a milestone in the study of rogue planets, which are thought to be actually incredibly abundant throughout the galaxy and beyond, but are difficult to detect. A quote from Andrzej Udolski said, "Our discovery demonstrates that low-mass, free-floating objects can be detected and characterized using ground-based telescopes." So yes, we have a planet as big as Earth that's just roaming around, all mysterious-like. And I have my own theories because I believe it is Unicron. The planet devourer from the Transformers movies. It has to be. Look at it. Look, I'm just kidding. This is not the planet. All right, let me go to my official an official artist rendering of what the planet looks like, and it looks like. This is an artist rendering, and that looks like Unicron. We're all gonna die.
You know what?
We're not
at
done.
this I just want to say at this point, if this is a planet devourer coming to eat Earth, I think that's the best case scenario.
I mean, what more
At
could
this
go wrong?
point. Huh?
If anything, he'll turn around and just say, "Look, y'all got it bad enough. I'll come back in a couple of millennia. Maybe y'all will be doing better, and I won't feel so bad about eating you." But yeah, I looked at the artist rendering and I said, "Look, I'm not a scientist, but that's Unicron. Okay, we're all gonna die." I will serve my Lord Unicron. Yeah, if go ahead, Harold. I don't think it works like Galactus. So yeah, could it be Galactus? Could it be Unicron? Could it be a Death Star? Who knows? But it's out there floating around, and it's as big as we are. And great. We got planets that just roam the galaxy now.
I mean, that sounds about on par for 2020.
2020 sucks. So yeah. We'll let y'all know if the World Devourer is coming to get us. Anyway, we're building up towards the end of the show. I think you got 2 more stories to get into.
I do. See, I'm going to get into this one real quick because
We got a big one.
I'm really excited for this one.
Mm-hmm.
So there is going to be another new anime coming to Netflix called Trece. I really hope I said that right. I'm very sorry, Filipino audience, if I mispronounce that. I'm trying. But like I said, it is it's based off of a Filipino graphic novel. And it is going to be a horror series, so you already know I'm completely here for that. It's going to follow Alexandria Trece, who is a supernatural investigator for the city of Manila. And she's basically going to be solving crimes and mysteries and stuff involving all kinds of creatures from Filipino mythology. And that has me really excited. I haven't done a lot of research with Filipino mythology. It's mostly been kind of here and there, but they got some screwed up shit in there. Huh?
Cray stuff?
Yes. Manala, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, and I'm very sorry again. Manala Nangal is just this floating torso that eats pregnant women. Or their wombs, technically.
Wow.
And don't look up images of that. Don't how when someone's like, "Oh yeah, insert cryptid here," and then you go to look it up and see what it looks like Mothman or something. Don't do that with this. None of it is PG. All of it is gory and very uncomfortable. And that's just one of the creatures. They have their own version of a white lady. And I just want to also put in perspective for y'all that in the Philippines and Malaysia and Southeast Asia in general, they're very, very, very superstitious to the point that there are actually signs in certain places not to pick up hitchhikers or pick up women in white because they have a lot of that kind of stuff happen. Cool. Which we'll probably also see a lot of with Trece. And I feel like it's going to probably blend really well since it is... At this point, it's here's a graphic novel about my life in Manila. Kinda. And I'm just really excited for it. I actually kind of looked up some of the manga pages when we were waiting for the show to start, and it almost looks like something that Junji Ito would make. In terms of style, it feels that way. And I mean that as the biggest compliment, because it looks good. I'm really excited to see some more stuff, and I really hope that it kind of boosts people's interest in other cultures as well. And, yeah.
Let me see.
The series will be coming out in 2021.
That's what I was looking for. You already read my mind. Okay.
Yep. It's going to be coming out in 2021. We don't have a full trailer yet. We just had the screenshot that you see up here.
Yeah, I saw it.
But I'm assuming that there's probably going to be some kind of trailer coming up here soon. And
Just we never
I'm
know.
really hoping, yeah, I really hope we get a release date soon because I'm sitting here going, I need it.
Well, I did have one final bit of news for me, and it's real short. But remember that Kickstarter spawn that I was so gaga about and everything that Comic Con? It's up for a Toy of the Year award. So those awards are going on. The voting is happening. So want to go support Todd McFarlane in his endeavors? Go check it out. I'm kind of on the fence about that whole thing, but I'll have to wait until I get it in hand to see. Anyway.
Yeah.
But the last story is going to be yours anyway, and it's one where also I must thank you, by the way, for contacting me and telling me that No More Heroes was available on Switch 1 and 2.
Yes.
I have played the crap out of some No More Heroes this week. Like literally, I should have just sent you a screenshot. After you sent that to me, I went and downloaded.
I shouldn't be surprised.
I just went, yes, let's get some Travis touchdown action going on here. So yeah, I am almost through one, and I'm ready to start on the second one. So thank you for occupying some of my week and alerting me that was available. I mean, Nintendo should have just told me directly because.
Well, you see, they did have a Nintendo Mini Direct.
Oh, really? Now
a couple of days ago. Yes. So, or I'm sorry, not a couple of days ago. It was yesterday. So Nintendo had their last mini direct or mini partner showcase for the year yesterday. And we got to look at a lot of interesting new things to come out. We got to see a good preview for Bravely Default 2, got to kind of learn about some of the new classes that are going to be in the story. Got like more intimately. It looks really interesting, and they have noted that they will be adding more classes and variety as the release date gets closer.
But
it will.
Before you get off of just mention, it was delayed.
It was delayed.
Delays
it has been
not
pushed.
A bad thing.
Yes, if something is delayed, I need y'all in these trying times to chill.
They're making the game better. They found a problem. Yes. They're gonna fix it.
Yeah, anyway. I haven't seen a lot of people getting salty about it with Bravely Default, but then again, our fandom
more understanding lately. They really have. Kudos for being human beings out there. But just
it's the release date has been pushed back to February 26th of 2021.
Yeah.
Which honestly isn't that bad. I will be all for it. We also got a preview for a new a new game called Story of Season, or a brand new Story of Seasons game. It's not a new game, a new game in the series. It's another farming simulator. It's going to be called Pioneers of Olive Town. Think farming simulator, marriage, farming, adventuring. It's going to be cute and nice, and it will be definitely in my hands on March 23rd, 2021. I feel your judgmental stare.
Oh no, I'm waiting for you to get to the good stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
I'm patiently waiting.
All right. I'm not going to go over everything that was in the direct. I highly recommend just going ahead and going watch it for everything. We were informed that No More Heroes 1 and 2 was ported to the Switch as of the day of the direct itself. And not only that, we were informed that No More Heroes 3 is still going to be scheduled for the Switch in 2021. So we still got No More Heroes 3 coming out for the Switch, and we got the first two games ported to the Switch as well. So, super, super moe. Sorry, that's like the only Travis touchdown joke I know, so please forgive me on that.
No, but...
Okay. But if you've never played the series before, or if you really wanted to replay the series and don't have a Wii anymore, you can now play it on your Switch. And it is highly recommended that you do so just because it's more fun that way. You don't need to have played the previous games, as a note, to play No More Heroes 3 and understand what's going on. But it is recommended that you do just because, carnage. What more do you want? Get out all of your 2020 frustrations.
And this is a good game to do it in. But go on. Do go
Yeah.
on.
And this is the one that I was the most excited about, and I am going to be downloading it after the show. As of yesterday, we have the playable demo for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity.
Woo!
So,
Sorry.
so, so you will get a chance to play the game before you buy it, but not only that, your data will carry over.
Damn.
So whatever you accomplish in the playable demo, you'll be able to transfer over to the full game on November 20th when it comes out. We also got to see a little bit more in the trailer of what we have in store for us. It looks like we may get to pilot the divine beasts, which I'm not gonna lie, like I was already like pretty sold on this game, but I don't know why, because I don't normally like piloting giant robots and stuff, but that just felt like it brought everything together. Because, of course, the Divine Beasts were used.
I mean, I've always enjoyed Dynasty-style warrior games anyway. Like, they made a Gundam one. Boom, I'm sold. When Hyrule Warriors came out, I played the hell out of Hyrule Warriors. When I had to go for jury duty that day, that was all I did, was unlock characters and just kill in droves with Hyrule Warriors. So, I'm excited for this, man. Especially being kind of a prequel and... You know, there's no Breath of the Wild yet. Nothing to kill the itch.
What I'm going to be interested in, because people have been mentioning some like lore that they've data mined from the game already from the demo, and I haven't looked too deep into it because I'm worried that I'll find spoilers that I don't want. But everyone's unanimously been saying that they're doing some really interesting things with the lore. So I'm curious to see how that plays out with Hyrule Warriors, Age of Calamity, and Breath of the Wild 2. Because they have this great opportunity, because we still don't know much about the Calamity itself. It's still pretty much a mystery.
Yeah,
like, yes, it's like yes, we know this happened. We know what the end game is for the Calamity. we played Breath of the Wild. We know what's going to happen. And we kind of got snippets and like pieces of what was happening before. But with this, they have the perfect opportunity to flesh out exactly what happened. Relatively. Of course, with Dynasty Warrior style combat.
We get to live it.
Yes, we get to live what happened. And maybe that will play in a little bit to Breath of the Wild 2.
I tell you, the one I'm excited for that they showed was Immortals Phoenix Rising.
That looks really interesting.
I need this. Now, this is what we were told was coming from Ubisoft Quebec. And I'm here for this. This is launching on like every platform, by the way. Amazon Luna. It's gonna be on Amazon Luna. Which what?
Jeez.
Okay. Microsoft Windows, Switch, PlayStation 4 or 5, Stadia, Xbox One, Xbox Series X. They're going full coverage with this game. Expected to come out December 3rd, 2020. But we like action. I like action adventure video games. Oh, this game looks so good. I need this. The story: after an accident, stranded Greek soldier Phoenix on the Golden Isle, they must rescue the Greek gods from the Titan Typhon, who seeks revenge after he was banished by Zeus and the Greek gods to Tartarus. It looks kind of cutesy cute, but I want this game, dude.
Yeah, I will say, like, the fight mechanics in it looked really interesting.
Yeah, I'm here for this one.
Yeah, that is one. I don't know if I would buy it, but I would definitely like watch people play that because it looks good.
Yeah, I was here for Hyrule Warriors, but you got me to stay with this one. So, kudos, Nintendo. Kudos. Also, I like that this is really Ubisoft's real first venture onto the Switch, right? And such with such a large presence. I mean, granted, they're hitting everything. So, boom! I want this. Give it to me. December 3rd. I'm getting this game. This is one I might pre-order. just because it interests me that much. So,
Yeah.
anything else
Yep.
you want to cover, or did we get everything? Did we get everything?
I think we got everything.
Hey, we're right up to 9:00.
Hey,
We
perfect
told
timing.
you we were OGs at this. We know what we're doing. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us out there in Super Cool Nerd Nation for another week of the show. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check us out on Facebook.com/SCNS Live and on Twitter and Instagram at SCNS Live. If you want to follow us personally, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JasonTheX. Cora?
If you want to follow me for artwork, or if you want to see artwork related things and other just random musings, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at CorodonoArt. If you want to follow me for Final Fantasy related screamings, or that's what we forgot.
Oh,
Jason.
the new character from Final Fantasy. We'll get it. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
We missed that one. It was a new. We got a better look at Clive, but anyway, I'll post it on our Facebook page, and you can go check it out there.
Yes, but if you want to follow me for Final Fantasy related photography and screenshots and other musings of that nature, you can follow me on Instagram, or I'm sorry, on Twitter. On Twitter at Corod. I'm a mess now. What the hell? At chaotic_noodle.
All right, guys. Well, that is our show. Thank you for joining us. We will be back next week. And I hope that also, just as a public service, I hope you all participate in the voting process that is going on in Texas. I believe our last day is tomorrow. But of course, voting does happen November 3rd. Go make your voice heard, because if you don't, there's no room to bitch later. Anyway, guys. We will catch you guys next week. And as we always say, keep on nerding.
Keep on nerding.